If you love gardening, books, memory keeping, and beautiful things, this is the release for you. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind scrappywife.com, and I have a big restock and release coming your way. I cannot wait to show you all of these really fun, amazing products that you can use to enhance your planner this season. Let me give you the details first. First of all, these products are releasing for Patreon members on February the 1st at 10 a.m. Remember, Patreon members, you will receive a discount code and a password to be able to shop early. For everybody else, these will release on February the 4th. Anything that is left over will release to the public on February the 4th at 10 a.m. So some of these are really popular. I suspect that they may go fast, so just be sure to kind of set your alarms and look out for that. All right, we are going to dig in to all of the goodies that are restocked and the brand new releases coming this February. You can shop all of these, scrappywife.com. Let's check it out. Okay, first up, we have a couple of restocks. These have been out of stocks for just a bit. We have the grande size lined filler paper. Many of you messaged me. You were wanting just this really basic filler paper, perfect for note taking and journaling. That is back in stock. And also the Faith Planner in the venti size. I have it in the grande size. It just sold out of the tall size, but I am restocking the venti size. This is 8.5 by 11. This is the size that I use for my daily faith planning. Love, love, love it. So restocked both of those goodies, and you'll be able to shop those. Also back in stock are the memory planning inserts. Now these have been out of stock for a while, and I think it was time to bring them back. These are designed to help you add some memories to your planners, to your journals. They're really simple layouts that you can just add pictures, add stickers, add decor. It kind of takes away some of the crazy guesswork on how to memory keep, how to preserve those photos. It tells you the size photo to print out, and gives you simple layouts, not pre-decorated, so that you can add your own twist to it, but it kind of sketches out that layout for you. I have these in the grande size, which is the 7 inches by 9.25 inches. It is the same as the Happy Planner Classic sized planner. And then I also have these in the venti size, which is the larger size. That's 8.5 by 11. That would be your standard sheet of paper. It corresponds to a big size Happy Planner. So both of those are back in stock and available. Again, these kind of went out of stock for a while, so make sure to grab them if you are interested in doing a bit of memory keeping this year. All right, you guys, so many of you have been messaging me. I think I receive messages each and every week, and I have since probably mid-October asking, when is the garden planning insert coming back in stock? And it is now back in stock, and I now have it available in a tall size. This is a new size. So let's take a look. It's been a hot second. I think this released last March of 2024, sold out, and then has not come back until now. Let's take a look. I'm going to look at the grande size. We have the tall size. That's a new size for those of you that like those mini Happy Planners. Let's do a quick flip through because I did do a slight update to this layout. This is the layout that I designed with my sister, Amanda. She is also a YouTuber. She is a gardener. She's a wonderful gardener. She has a YouTube channel called She's a Mad Gardener, and she shares all her gardening adventures and experience from Texas. And so she helped me design this. She uses this garden planning insert as part of her planning system. It starts with an overview, plans for your garden for the year, and then it kind of divides it up into the quarterly plan, getting into a little bit more detail work. You're going to find a lot of grid paper in this planner to help you kind of sketch out things that are going on, quarterly gardening plan, breaking it down even more. Then this is tracking your seedling starts. Are you starting from seed? Are you buying full plants? This is tracking your seedling starts. You have several pages of that just so you can know what is in all those tiny little containers. I've seen Amanda set up all her seed starts. It can get crazy, so this can help you take notes. Weather tracking. This is for you to track rainfall, temperatures. Why should you track that? Well, it's good to see year over year, kind of see some of the trends that are forming. So that is very helpful. So the weather tracking, and then you break it down by month. This is undated, so you can start it whenever. If you don't need to do your gardening planner all year, you can save some of these months and use them the next year. You have your month, you have your undated calendar that you would fill in. You fill in your gardening goals, notes, and then a little reflection. What went well? What did not go so well? What can be improved? And what I preparing for next month. And on the back, you have that grid paper so that you'll be able to sketch out plans for the month. So you have enough of those, plenty of months in here. Let's skip ahead, 12 months, all ready to go. Oh, one more, another one. Okay. Then you get into the gardening journal. This I really, really like. So this is where you're keeping track of specific plants and how you're caring for them, how they're responding. So you have your gardening journal, plant, background info. What type of plant is it? Is it a seed or seedling? How'd you start it? Where did you purchase it at? That's really helpful information. My sister tells me that different companies have different kind of standards. So it's nice to know where you bought those seeds from. Date planted, bloom date / harvest date, keeping track of those. Watering info, what are the plans, what worked well for it, and then specific plant instructions. Fertilizer used, did it attract pests, how did you treat those, and then important notes. The idea is all of the information is here on the front. On the back, you can add, maybe you have the seed packet. Maybe you want to add a picture of that plant, like a drawing picture, or maybe you want to sketch out where that is in your garden. You have that ready to go. So you have a ton of those gardening journal pages so that you can keep track of what you are growing when. Then we changed this up. This is the part that changed ever so slightly. You have a habit tracker. This is for your gardening habits. This is designed if you want to take one of these pages and put it into your regular planner to help you track your habits, check on the garden, water plants, and then you might have a few other habits that you are tracking. And then the back used to be a savings tracker to save up. We changed that to just your standard kind of grid look because it just, I don't know. Several of you told me you didn't need to track all of that savings information. So you do have the habit tracker, and then you have the back of the page to kind of do what you want. If you want to create your own savings tracker, that's fine. So something to consider. I love this insert. I think it is pretty well thought out for my gardening friends. You guys have told me you really loved using it. You loved that you could break it apart, use the things you need, save the things you don't need right now, kind of mix it into your regular planner instead of having a whole separate gardening planner. That works out really well. It is available in the 3 sizes this time, including this little teeny tall size. For those of you that like those teeny planners, this will fit right in. So I'm excited to have these back. Like I said, they went fast last time around. I have restocked a few more than I did last year. So make sure to grab those as you start your garden planning for 2025. I promise spring is coming. It's cold now, it's winter now, but spring is definitely on the horizon and you want to be prepared. The last insert that I have to share with you is the book tracker insert. I'm actually calling this the book lovers insert. Many of you asked, do you have a reading log? Do you create something that involves books? Because so many of you set amazing goals for reading more this year, which I love. It's one of my goals as well. So I did design a book lovers insert. And this one is designed much like my other inserts. It's pretty thick. There's a lot of different pages in here. You don't have to use all of the pages all of the time. You don't need to create a whole separate book journal if you don't want. The idea is that you're pulling pages from here, incorporating them into your planning system. That's why we all love the disc planning system. It's easy to pop pages in and out, and you can pick what you want in this system. So I do have this available in 3 sizes. You have the venti size, that's 8.5 by 11. This size is ideal if you like a bigger place to write. If you want to add in additional pages that you're printing off, things like that, then 8.5 by 11 is probably the way you're going to want to go. We have the grande size, which is the same as the classic happy planner. That is my preferred size. It's kind of the medium size, not too big, not too small. And then for all my small girlies that love their little tiny planners, we have it in the tall size, which corresponds with a mini happy planner. So let's check out what the book tracker looks like, or the book lovers insert, what it looks like in the grande size. So it starts with a fun book tracker right here at the beginning. And then upcoming releases. I totally didn't know this was a thing, but apparently you all love to track when new books, especially the ones you love in your favorite series, are being released. So this is a place to keep all that information. You have a bucket list, spring bucket list, the books you want to read in the spring, and then favorite quotes from those books. So again, you just pop this out and add it into your regular planner just to track and plan your reading for that time. Summer bucket list. We did seasons instead of months. Fall bucket list, favorite quotes within the little Polaroids right here, and then winter bucket list as well. Love those. Here's the reading tracker. This is like the nuts and bolts. This is the date, minutes read, book title and author, pages read, and what did you rate that for today? This is for those of you that are trying to read a certain number of pages, a certain number of minutes a week, whatever whatever habit you are trying to track, this will do it for you. There's a lot of pages of that. On the back is dot grid, because here was my thought. On the front, it kind of works for 1 month. You know what I mean? Like you can track 1 month of reading, and then maybe you're decorating the back, you're taking notes, you're doing cutouts of your favorite books, whatever the case may be. You have a ton of those reading trackers to last you for the year, which I think is fabulous. You don't need them all together at once. You can pick and choose when you want to use these in your planner. Then you have specific book reviews. You finish a book, you want to write the full review, title, genre, author, publisher, date started, date finished, rating. You have a place to put a picture of the cover, a quick summary, and then your actual review. And I did those front and back because I thought, you know what? You don't need a ton of extra room. This is going to cover everything. I don't know that you're necessarily decorating these pages besides adding the cover right here. You could do a little washi here and there. But this is going to kind of condense this within your planner, within your journal, whichever one you're wanting. So a ton of pages of the book reviews so that you have lots of room, because some of you are reading a ton. So you need lots, you need all the tracking, all the book review spots. Okay. This is a book tracker. Now, we have some different book trackers going on. I wanted to give you options for what you liked to do. So here's our first option. You have title and author, start and finish date, genre, and rating. This one kind of works for me. This would work for me for a year. This is probably in the realm of number of books I would read in a year. So that is really nice. And then you have the dot grid on the back that you can decorate. Here's another option. You have the actual books, has the little rating. So maybe you're cutting out little pictures. Maybe you're just coloring them in and writing the title. That's a different option. And then this is a reading goals challenge. So this is something that I'm kind of working on reading on a more consistent basis. So you just color in these books to track your reading throughout the month, or you're just trying to read for 30 total days, if it's over several months, whatever the case may be. And then you repeat that. So you have several options that you can use in your planner at different times. Instead of using the same book tracker month in and month out, this kind of changes it up, gives you something different to look at throughout the year, which is kind of cool because it can get boring to see the same thing over and over again. Gives you enough to track each and every month of the year. All right, so you have all of those. And then this is your kind of compilation, my books to read. So you're getting recommendations, you're seeing it online. This is kind of the wish list right here, my books to read. Then you have some reading challenges that are fun to pop into your planner. Maybe you need a little extra inspiration. Bookish bingo, another little extra inspiration sheet. And then this was something that people recommended that I add in. Books I borrowed. If you're borrowing from friends, keep track of what's yours and what's theirs. Books I borrowed, you have a few pages of that. And then you have books I lent out. 2, title, date borrowed, date returned. Just keep track of all of your lovely books so you know where they are and who has them. So that is Book Lovers. Let me know, what do you think? I kind of love it. As someone that wants to read more and is trying to read more, I tend to get overwhelmed with some of the reading logs and reading planners. Like a whole planner for books feels like a lot to me. Pulling a few pages from this to pop into my wellness section of my planner or my notes section feels like I could do it and work through it over the year. And it just feels like it makes sense. I'll be able to decorate it as I want, which is awesome. It can fit the aesthetic of my personal planning. So that way it'll fit in with my Franken planning system. I'm pretty pumped about this. I love, love, love it. And I can't wait to hear what you all think about it. So that is the book tracker, available in all 3 sizes as well. Okay, let's talk new and returning covers. So we have some new ones. We have some that have been out of stock forever that you all have been begging that are back. So let's start with the Create book. This is the Create book cover. This is a Patreon exclusive. So this is going to be available only for patrons to purchase. Many of them received this as part of their Happy Mail, but several of them wanted to be able to purchase this separately. It is only available in the grande size, limited quantity, but the Create book cover is so pretty. I can't even with all the colors. Like, this cover makes me so happy. I can't even begin to describe. So the Create book cover is going to be a Patreon exclusive. It'll be password protected, and patrons will be able to shop this at the February 1st release. Patrons will also be able to exclusively shop my newest charm, and that is the Create book charm. It is a beautiful rainbow on mirrored acrylic. So it is silver mirrored acrylic. It is a rainbow, and you can shop the charm, and then you can add on each and every month for the whole year 2025. We are focused on a different color of the month over on Patreon. So we have these little raindrop charms. Our first month is red. Each month we'll be adding on a new little charm, and you can add it on. So by the end of the year, you're gonna have this rainbow with all of these gorgeous charms hanging off. This one has the little number 1 attached to it. And again, patron exclusive. I love this charm. I think it's going to be so fun to add throughout the year. And then you're going to have a beautiful charm at the end that I will most likely use on a different planner because it's too pretty to put away. So those are 2 patron exclusives. Those are available: pink, yellow, green, blue, and purple tiers. It's never too late to sign up. So if you're like, oh my goodness, I need to know what that's all about, I want to shop early, I want to have a discount, then head on over to Patreon to check those out. So Patreon exclusive. And then I know some of you are going to be so excited. This is the collage floral cover that I released, maybe it was September, and it sold out like in a hot second, and I re-released it and it sold out again. So this is the 3rd release of this cover. I am releasing it in 2 sizes. This time around we have the grande size and the venti size. This is the one that is on my current venti size faith planner. Again, limited quantities available. So if you've been waiting for this cover, this is the front. The inside is just beautiful teal color, and then the back is also a gorgeous mixed media collage look. It's just so pretty, you guys. It is so pretty. This is maybe one of my favorite covers that I've ever designed. I love, love, love it. I'm obsessed with it. So this is the collage floral cover. It is coming back in stock. So those are 2 covers that are kind of restocking. Then we have 2 new covers. This one I am calling my Wicked cover. It is so pretty. I used this in the month of January. Here it is in the tall size. You have the pink purple, you have the greens, you have the beautiful background, a beautiful emerald city. You open it up, here is the middle, and then here is the back as well. So beautiful. I love this cover. I've used this for the entire month of January. I switched covers for February, which you'll see. This cover is available in all 3 sizes. I think it's so fun. If you, like me, were also obsessed with that gorgeous movie. And then we have what I'm calling the Vogue cover. So here is the Vogue cover. This is like my ode to Valentine's, but it's not necessarily only Valentine's. It's just a little hint at it. So let me show you. Here's the Vogue cover. That's the front. When you open it up to the inside, it is all of these beautiful, like graphic art pieces, which are so cool. And then the back looks like this. I think this, of any of my covers, is the most reversible because I think you could totally have this as your front because it is fun and different. Open it up like this and then have this as the back. So good. So I have this one available. That's the tall size. Here's the grande size. This is the cover I'm using for the month of February because I love the pink. And then we have it in the venti size as well. I think these are so quirky and fun. I love the graphics in the middle. I think those are awesome. So 2 brand new covers, the Vogue and Wicked. Then you also have the restock of Collage Floral, and for Patreon members, you have the Create book cover that is releasing on February the 1st as well for Patreon, and everything else is releasing on February the 4th. I forgot one last thing that is restocking would be the frosted dividers. So these went super fast. I think they sold out. One of the sizes sold out within the Patreon early sale time last time, and everything else sold out within just a couple of days. I have these available in 3 sizes. These are a thick frosted divider. Let me just open this one up in the venti size and show it to you. You get 6 tabs. It is nice, thick frosted dividers. I add little labels right here. You can reuse these month to month, change out the backing, meaning I put in different scrapbook paper and different dashboards and things like that to make it interesting. I love these dividers. I am using them in almost all my planners this year. They are fantastic. I was able to restock them. I will continue to try to restock them as they sell out. So just a heads up on that, but they will be restocked on February the 1st for Patreon members. And then whatever's left over will go public on the 4th. All right, you all, that is it. A big restock of a lot of your favorites, a new release, new covers. I cannot wait to hear what you are excited about. Remember, you can shop over on my website, scrappywife.com. All of these will be available February the 4th for the public at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. These will release for Patreon members with adding your discount code and your password. Those will release on February the 1st at 10 a.m. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what insert you are most intrigued by or what cover caught your eye this time around. I hope that all of you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.